large amount of footsteps, I hide myself in the shadows of a building. She came this way, didn't she? Well, now the town's after her? A group of townspeople bearing torches and impromptu weapons were sweeping the streets. It's a mob. The rumors say she's been using her role as a nurse to steal the hospital's only way of curing the burns. So these townspeople didn't trust what was going on in the hospital to begin with. And so, like, a nurse stole the rocks that we need to heal everyone. Go get her. And they do. At least they're trying to. Even though so many people need it. How awful. She's been diluting the salve and selling it at inflated rates in order to make a fortune. And she's burned our crops. She did? No. But are we gonna wait around until she does? How unforgivable. The kidnappings, too. She must be behind them as well. How dare she exploit... Well, they think one person has done all of this? Well, I guess they are an angry mob, so they're not thinking clearly, but holy crap. How dare she exploit this tragedy in order to profit from our suffering? Yeah. We can't let her get away with this. We can't let her get away. What? What is this? A bloodlust so palpable, it felt cloying was emanating from them. A bloodlust so palpable, it felt cloying was emanating from them? It didn't matter how true any of what they were saying was. It was like an echo chamber. Their wish for an enemy to direct their anger and frustration towards was so overpowering, they were willing to discard even their rationality. Damn it. I won't be able to make it back at this rate. Our old place is near here. When the mob passes, I dip into my dwindling reserves of strength and lug my heavy body into a certain beat-up building. Mallory and I had once called this place home in the past. I need to regain my strength and think of something. Oh. Nudging the door closed behind me, I tumble to the ground as the pain's intensity overtakes me. Aw, she's got memories of the place. She's murdered people here and horribly tortured people here. What pleasant. Footsteps and muffled shouts ring throughout the twilight outside as I try to control my ragged breathing. Unable to loosen my guard, I cling onto consciousness, causing time to stretch into indeterminable haze. At that moment, the doorknob suddenly starts jangling. A shiver runs through my body as the door slowly swings open. With trembling arms, I push myself off the ground. I need to fight. Even if I didn't have a weapon, I couldn't let it end here. I need to fight back. So, summoning the last of my depleted strength, I lash out desperately at the dark figure looming over me. However, my hand only brushes weakly against them. Anime? Is that you? Anime? This familiar voice. Mallory? Why was she here? What happened? Who did this to you? She cries out in a hushed voice as she brings her face close to mine. I messed up. The tension leaks from my body as I... Okay, so at first I thought that was just like maybe a quirky thing that was said, but tension leaking is so profoundly strange to say. And this is like the 6th or 7th time that tension has leaked from a body. Like, dissipate would have been a better word. Pulling bandages and gauze from her bag, Mallory begins stripping me and applying first aid. As she tends to me, I lift my leaden arm and unwrap the handkerchief I'd been holding close until now. These things, they're the way to cure the burns. Take them and go. After delivering that message, I let my arm drop back to the ground. I shut my eyes. Now, even if I died, it wouldn't be in vain. Kalia and Autun, Lynette and Diamant. With this, they'll be saved. Mallory? When Mallory doesn't respond, I force my eyes open. Anime, you idiot! Her outburst stuns me into silence. I thought you promised. Why? Why do you always try to bear the weight all alone? I feel like this is a conversation that can be had later. Mallory, you're always like this. Always leaving me behind. Always trying to go somewhere by yourself. Don't you understand how scary and lonely it was? Wondering where you are? Wondering if you're safe? I hate it. Something hot and wet begins to drip onto my bare skin. You know, I've been looking for someone all day. When I couldn't find them anywhere, I didn't know what to think. She's someone very dear to me, you see. We've been through so much together. But sometimes she puts up a wall around herself, isolating herself and never letting me worry about her. Dude, she told you she was gonna go look into this, and that you needed to look after everyone else. Which you're currently not doing. Even though it hurts so much when she does that, I could never bear the thought of losing her, you know? When Mallory finishes dressing my wound, she begins doing something inexplicable. She begins stripping off her clothes and putting the uniform I had been wearing on. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Why? Neither one of you have to wear it. Neither one of you. Just leave. No one knows you're there. Just leave and get clothes for her, and then you can just leave. Oh my god. Okay. So she's going to sacrifice herself. Great. This is the smart thing to do, and we need to look at this like this is a noble thing she's doing. Dread begins to well up in the pit of my stomach as I realize what she's trying to do. Even now, the sound of voices and slamming doors was drawing close. Oh, okay. You're being chased. Her voice was calm and steady, but not even the darkness could hide her trembling figure. No, don't. Ignoring me, she starts dressing me in her original clothes. Those people have lost their minds. Even if she managed to turn herself in, not even the guards would be able to protect her. I know. That's why we can't let them find you. Don't go. I grab her hand as she secures the handkerchief containing the cure back on me. Anime, for as long as I can remember, you've always been the one protecting me. I'm not as strong as you or as clever as you. I'm also not a violent murderer like you, but even I have things I want to protect, and the best way to protect them is to leave. And have you deal with it. Yeah. Idiot. Bacia, what are you going to protect with these hands that are shivering so much? Please take care of my children. Hope you wanted 5. They're just like their mother, after all. Little crybabies that get lonely easily and try to act strong. Mallory smiles that stupid smile of hers. Her smile twists and clenches something in me. It breaks and burns me. Like a fire, one could say. Goodbye, Anime. No. I'll see you later. Her voice quavers as she slips free of my grasp, leaving my outstretched hand behind. I wanted to stop her. I wanted to stop her with every fiber of my being, but there was no longer any strength in my body. Even now, darkness was encroaching on my vision. No. Stop. I tried to push the darkness back. Stop. But unable to resist any longer, I sink into a deep sea. The image of her receding back burned into my eyes. I don't feel like I should be staring at that. I might go blind. A sepia dream. Anime, you're making that face again. Her calmness only made my fury boil over more. You don't have to get angry for my sake. She continues to water her crops. Patiently. Tenderly. It was frustrating. Aren't you bitter? Aren't you angry? I am. But it's better to be hurt than to hurt another. If striking back only repeats the cycle, somebody must be the one to not strike back. That doesn't guarantee they'll stop. What if they keep hurting you? Even if it takes a while, I believe that they'll stop. Because I believe, in spite of everything, that people are truly good at heart. If this is supposed to be like a recollection from the past, clearly Anime did not listen to that, because she went on to murder many of people. Murder worked for her, is all I'm saying. It got her through. I couldn't accept what she was saying. The only way to ensure someone stops hurting you is to make sure they can't anymore. You know, when you hurt others like that, you end up hurting yourself as well. Take it easy there, Dr. Phil. She stops and stands there quietly for a moment before looking back at me with a sad smile. That's why it always seems like you're in pain, Anime. I force my eyes open with a gasp. Mallory. I need to find Mallory. Wincing at the throbbing pain in my side, I pull myself to my feet. At first, I couldn't make sense of where I was heading. But before long, I realized that I'd unconsciously set a path towards the Bacia household. Gah. Every step sent barbs of pain spiking through my body, but I couldn't afford to slow down. Leaning against a wall to catch my breath, I gather myself and push forward. Mummy? A voice suddenly calls out as I near my destination. The door swings open and a figure limps out. It's Auntie. Mallory, your mother. Where's your mother? I choke out a barely coherent question in between my ragged breaths, but Alouette only makes a troubled expression. Mummy hasn't come back yet. Bah! A surge of electricity crashes over me at Alouette's response. Auntie? Lynette and Dia, give them each one of these. I press the two glittering stones. Why are we back in the alley? Into Alouette's hands, before staggering back into the streets. My wound rips open as I break out into a shambling gait, tying my bandages a fresh shade of red. But I don't stop. I can't stop. Please let her be safe. Are we going to get a little image? Is she going to be, like, burnt at the stake or some shit? Dizzyingly fast, yet nauseatingly slow, time taunts me. No matter how much I tried to push my body forward, it felt distant and unresponsive, like moving against an underwater current. I'm almost there. Once I clear the top of this hill, I'll be able to see it. HN News, Sockatrine's main hospital, a place that bore an unspeakable secret. Digging my hand into the earth, I claw myself to the peak. However, the scene that greets me offers nothing but Zetsubo. Yeah, she's being burned at the stake. Or burnt, is that a clock? She's being burnt at the clock. The area was basked in a sickening shade of light. Torches. The source of the light was a sea of torches. She's the reason. The people bearing those torches were crying out for blood. She's the reason so many haven't returned. Okay, so she is being beaten at the burnt at the clock. It is, is that a window? Whatever it is, it's 69 o'clock. She was there, at the head of the crowd, hanging from the horloge. The horloge, her arms bound by rope. Someone I knew well. Someone that meant the world to me. Someone I couldn't bear to live without. You shameless monster! The crowd roars out. Those were children. There were children who needed that cure. How could you? Mallory's head whips back as a rock soars through the air and strikes her. A thick line of blood begins to trace down her face. But even then, she doesn't move. She doesn't say a thing. She's not human. She killed 5 guards and injured 2. And here you go. Here's your scene that is parallel to the story that was told. She even admitted to it. Mallory. Why? I saw her. I saw her running from the hospital earlier today. Oh, my darling. What did he ever do to you? He was just doing his duty and you killed him. You killed him, you monster. You witch. Burn the Vavitch. The sea of torches stirs and undulates like the belly of a massive beast. It was as if the word had sparked a madness in them. Kill the witch! Kill the witch! An unearthly chant steeped with insanity. It spreads over the people like a contagion, submerging and stripping them of their individual consciousness. The accused has pled guilty to all charges against her. No, stop. Ugh. Tumbling down the hill, I throw myself against the rolling mob. Under the unanimous discretion of all that are present. Stop, she's not a witch. But it's no use. My voice gets drowned out. My body tossed around like a rag doll. The people sentence her to summary execution. The crowd shifts and surges as they are finally given the words they wish to hear. She's not a witch. Why won't my cries reach anyone? It's me. Anime. I'm the witch. They didn't care about the truth. They didn't care how full of holes her account was. They just wanted someone to lash out at. A sacrifice. Someone to take the brunt of their anger and sorrow. It was a witch hunt. Mallory. Kill her. I watch. I watch on as the candle falls. I watch on as it hits the ground, as it ignites the oil. Kaboom. And transforms the world. Burn her. The pyre dyes the sky a hellish glow. But rather than to sate their bloodlust, it only seems to amplify it. Rock after rock, torch after torch, and curse after curse. Without end, they pelt her defenseless figure. Burn the witch! It wasn't enough to kill her. They wanted to trample everything of hers into the ground, to grind her memory into dust. Ah, ooh, no. Why had I forgotten? People are monsters. When driven into a corner, they'll turn on each other, devouring each other, eating away at each other, until nothing remains. Nothing but ash. Ah, ah. The world will kill and eat. I had known that. The world will kill and eat. So why had I forgotten? The world will kill and eat. Why? It's kind of somber, I guess. Why is this all blue? Is it aliens outside? Alouette? Yes, Linny? When are Mum and Papap coming back? They'll be back soon. Auntie said. She said the adults are going to be busy. So it's my job to look after you and Dia. If Auntie said so, they'll definitely be back. I'm hungry. I hope Dia finds something for us to eat soon. There's nothing left in the kitchen, right? Nope, nothing. Dia went outside to look for food. When I gave Linny and Dia the pebbles Auntie gave me, they got all better. But even though it stopped spreading on Linny, it still covered a lot of Linny. She couldn't move well, so she was in bed. I feel bad. Does it hurt? Oh, not like that. You and Dia are doing your best, but I'm just laying here and sleeping. But that's not Linny's fault. Alouette knows. Linny can sing. Now's not the time. It'll cheer us up. Oh yeah, I just remembered I learned a new song. Oh, please start singing the ABCs. I don't know what the words mean, but it's really pretty, and it's about you. Oh. Alouette wants to hear. Wants to hear. Okay. I'll do my best. Linny takes a deep breath. Alouette. Gentile Alouette. Alouette. Je te plumerai. Je te plumerai la tête. Je te plumerai la tête. Et la tête. Et la tête. Alouette. I did my best. The door makes a loud sound. Someone threw it open. Dia? What happened to you? Dia was breathing a lot. He looked messy. You're hurt. I got into a fight. Why? Why would you do that? Oh, Dia. You're bruised all over. They kept saying stupid things. It made no sense. Where did they hurt you? Alouette, can you help him? Yeah, Alouette will help. No, they didn't hurt me. I got hurt when I fell through them. Fell through them? No matter how much I tried to hit them, I couldn't touch them. No, maybe it was my imagination. Maybe they weren't there to begin with. Or ghosts? No, not ghosts. Dia? Dia grabs his head. Just stop already, no more! Oh, fudge. He throws the curtain. Outside looked different. It wasn't what was supposed to be there. It's this damned mist! No matter where I go, I don't go anywhere. No matter what I see, no one's there. It's just us. It's just us in the world. Dia falls to the ground. He starts crying. What's happening? What's going on? The room becomes quiet, except for Dia's crying. Hey, Alouette, Mum and Pap are coming back, right? Yeah, they're definitely coming back. Where are they? I miss them. I hug Dia. They'll be back soon. So let's do our best, okay? Je te plumerai les yeux, je te plumerai les yeux, Alouette, Alouette. Lenny, your voice sounds strange. That's weird. Why is that? Oh, the front door. I think Dia's back. Maybe he found something. Dia? Dia looked strange. He was all messy. Dia? What's wrong? Mum and Pap aren't coming back home. What are you talking about? We're all alone now. The way he looked, it scared me. Dia? No, it's just a dream. It's just a dream we have to wake up from. That's right. I just have to wake up. Dia goes into his room. He closes the door. So this game's had no tact so far, so I'm worried about what is going to happen. Dia doesn't come out for a long time. It's quiet in his room. I'm worried. So am I. So am I. So I go to check. I don't want to click. Dia? It was dark. The curtains were closed. Dia, what are you doing? He was hanging from the ceiling. He wasn't moving. Are you sleeping? You should cover up, else you'll get a cold. I take him down. You see? You're already so cold. I tuck him into bed. That's better. You must be sleepy. Alouette will leave the curtains closed. Night, night, Dia. Man, this isn't fun anymore, man. I don't know, these kids hanging themselves. That ain't cool. I ain't about that life, you know. Get back to the stupid stuff. Je te plumerai les ali, je te plumerai les ali. Alouette. Lenny doesn't have to sing if she's tired. Okay. I think I'll sleep a little. Okay. Alouette will stay at Lenny's side. Alouette will watch over Lenny. I pat Lenny's head. Sweet dreams, Lenny. Night night, Alouette. I begin to sleep a lot too. Mummy would probably scold us because the three of us are sleeping so much. Hard to move though. My body feels so heavy. I'm hungry. Tea? Auntie came to visit. I'm glad. It's been a long time since someone visited. Food. No. Alouette will eat after Lenny and Dia. They haven't eaten. The two of us go up to Lenny's room. Look, Lenny, Auntie brought us food. Say ah. Lenny was still sleepy, so I help her eat. Auntie makes a strange face, though, like she was in pain. I hope she's not hurt. Dia. Next we go to feed Dia. Dia, say thanks. Auntie got us something to eat. Auntie makes a strange face again. Maybe she wanted some too. We probably shouldn't have eaten everything. Now I feel bad. Auntie wants Alouette to come live with her? What was Auntie saying? That's no good. Alouette needs to take care of Linny and Dia. Alouette needs to stay here until Mummy and Papap come back. Alouette will be a good girl and wait so that everyone can be together again. Everyone together again. Anno Mundi 208, 8 years after the Fire of Collapse. Oh, good. So we're back to present day. Things can be fun again.